Hello, and welcome to what promises to be a very professionally done video where we look at taking apart the suspension on a vehicle like this one. Let's have a look first of all at the problem. The car is currently jacked up and the handbrake is on, but look! It's just not meant to do that. Oh dearie me, Scarlet. That's professionalism out the window. Oh bugger. Greetings friends and welcome back to the channel. Today begins the Crusty Diaries series on Scarlet. Ow, that freaking hot. Yes, so today's job, we are completely stripping down Scarlet's front suspension. I'm only going to film one side and I'll do the other side off camera because they're basically identical, just flip reversed. So, in order to do this job and the many other jobs that we're going to be doing during this series, I decided to treat myself. I bought one of these, which is pretty bloody powerful, I think. So yes, we're going to be using an impact wrench rather than relying on these old things all the time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still need to use them all, but I thought there's a lot of nuts and bolts and things that are going to need to be done here, so yeah, let's use one of these things. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit scared to use this. I've got it set on its lowest setting just now because I don't want to horse any of the bolts off of Scarlet. But where do we need to start? We start right here with the brake caliper. There is a 14mm that we need to remove first in order to start getting the ball rolling. So let's begin, shall we? So it's a 14mm. I believe we just put this in and then good grief! That's insane! I'd have been at that for a fortnight before that came out. This should pry out here apparently. But it's like not. Jesus, this thing's tough! And it's rusty. Bit at a time. Oh Jesus, tonight. Nearly there. I'm just gonna don't fuck the threads. Oh, there we go. So now apparently this should just slide straight off, which it doesn't, because you need to take out the 17 as well. I thought so. So I watched a video online, right? Some guy done it and it only took like literally the work of a minute to get this off. For some reason, it's a 17 on the rear and the bottom and a 14 on the top, and the 14 is the one which I think actually guides it, so yeah, this hasn't quite gone to plan, like everything with Scarlet. If a job's worth doing, however. There we go. One caliper removed. Now to bungee it. So that must be the locating pin there then. That one is the one that's supposed to just slide out. But you do need to remove them both. But however that's been done on Tinternet, I don't know, but would you look at the state of that? Wait till I show you this. So Here is the brake discs, right? That's the outer one. The inner one, no wonder it was binded. Look, it's totally. That's bad. Right, next bolts, and they are 14s again. These two, this will remove this bracket. Can I just say how much I am absolutely in love with this impact? This takes these off like butter. And there you have it. Caliper removed, and this dealie. Look at that! Oh my word, that's a mess. That's what was left of the inner. I don't know if you'll be able to see if I cover that up. Look at that. That was a mess. Put that one back in there. Ah, there we go. Ooh. That's also in a very sorry state. We'll keep a hold of that for after everything's done. Now the next thing, get the hub off. And that is going to take quite a bit of jiggery pokery, old school style. There it is. Just need to hammer that out now. For anyone wondering, no, this is not the correct tool for the job, but it is the tool that this tool is using. Because I refuse to pay 20 quid for a punch set just for 2 corners. Probably going to live to regret that. Oh, it is coming. I wonder if that's enough. 29mm bit. Should really use a breaker bar on this. That it moving. Holy frijoles, Batman. There we are, one hub. Caked in oil as well, but there we go. That'll need replacing. For the record, it was actually a 30mm to get that off, not a 29. But it came off in the end. Next job, 3 of these bad boys, which I believe are 12s. Right now, I just want to make. Jeebus. That's not shifting with that. Wow. Absolutely wow. Astonishing. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because, you know, it's an impact wrench, but Christ, that's the best investment I've ever made. I'd be at this for hours now. Oh, no, 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 we don't want that one in. Oh. I was going to refurbish this, but I think we'll just buy a new one. And there we have it. The Knuckle. Next steps, along with clearing away some of this rust, is obviously I'm going to need to drill that out. Problem for another day. Now the next thing we're supposed to do here is get these old ties out, but I mean that's also ridiculously corroded. I've got a feeling they're just going to snap anyway when I take off the castles. They are actually totally done. Look, complete and utter disaster. They are so corroded. The split pins aren't working, so that's presenting us with a problem that we are going to need to address. I don't even know if I can get that off of there. Do you know that? That's what we're supposed to do. But what I might have to do is just buy new knuckles, which I didn't want to have to do. But in all honesty, it might be the best idea. So I do need to get it off of here though. This is the lower. I don't know how the hell that's going to come out there. I don't think that's going to allow me to turn that off. Do you know that? I think it'll strip that. Not that that matters too much, but I mean, that's totally welded. Yeah. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. That was supposed to be the next step. Was this, and this nut under here. Take them off, and then we move on to the next one. I don't think we can do that now. We're going to have to move on to removing these ones, 21mm either side to remove the top castle, and then once to remove the top wishbone. Once I get that off, the whole thing will start to move about. I also need to disconnect the sway bar, and then this will all just kind of fall out in place. Phew, the next thing to do then. It's an 18. Again. Break a bar. Oh. There we go. I copper greased this bad boy. Let's get the sway bar disconnected. Oh, come on. On you go. Hammer it on. Where's the hammer? It's on that side. close. There we go. And this is when the suspension is going to go doing. I'll be disappointed now if it doesn't do it. Ah, it didn't do it. Damn you for making me look like a liar. Right, so with that disconnected, next job, these two bad boys, which are 21s. And this is going to be an absolute pig to get this out of here. I think I'd have to bring up through this way. Right, so that one there. Breaker bar in for this one. That's in. This one's a bit difficult to film, but here we go. This bit is difficult to do, I'm not going to lie. Have I got a way I can hook this so that that stops that from moving? That puts the way I do this, right, I've got the, under here, I've already put the ratchet up against the bodywork, so that's holding tight, and that's taking that, so I can undo that. Eventually, it takes a bit of, you know, patience that I don't really have. God, Jesus, that's so tight. I suppose it has to be, it's a suspension after all. We are getting there though, it's moving. With the breaker bar freeing it off, we can now get back in here, put over one of these bad boys, and we can get back in with the socket. God, there's still some amount of tension on that, you know. See how, oh, look at that. Never doubted her. Never doubted Scarlet. Look at that. It's just moving freely. No need for a hammer. Oh, yes. Now, I was hoping to do this without having to do these bolts, but I'll do them anyway. That lets us get that out. Need to lower this down anyway, because this is coming off for refurbishment. Have I mentioned how much easier that makes that? Now you should just should clear that. I don't know why it isn't. Wee bit of jiggery pokery later. We're nearly there. I can taste it. Oh, here it comes. Et voila, one long bolt. Put that back on in the order that it came off in. So that's that now free. That's free, believe it or not. Just to make sure it doesn't sit there. Now, what I need to do first of all is get the caliper out of there, because that's going to get in the road. That up there, out, oop. Doesn't want to go up there. So first thing, get caliper out the road. Now the plan was to obviously take out the knuckle, but I can't do that now, so I'm hoping what you would normally do with this is you would disconnect the power steering arm, disconnect this ball joint, disconnect this ball joint. That would come out on its own, and then this would just drop and everything would come out hunky-dory. But because it's all corroded to hell, yeah, that's not how it's worked here. But let's see if it will just all drop into place here. I don't quite know how this is going to work with... Oh, actually, I do need to get that off because I'm not taking the track rod ends off yet. Ah, cock. If you figured that out long before I did, congratulations. Let's see if we can get this to move. That's done. I actually genuinely don't care if this all shears it to fuck as long as it comes off, because, you know, it's not working anyway. If this even remotely has the power to take this off of here, oh my god, that is amazing. So we still need the ball joint remover. Yay, look at that, everyone. I mean, now that's totally ruined the castle nut, but again, doesn't matter, all these parts are getting replaced. So it's not one of those ball joint remover separator thingamajig. Push it in, clamp that down like that, and then it should just pop out. Again, that's what we were supposed to do with this and this. Can't do it because the castles are, well, I mean, I could attempt to rip it apart, but then this knuckle will still be no use anyway, so I'll see how much a new one is. If need be, I can still rescue this, but yeah, we'll worry about that later. Just like that. So that is the suspension arm removed. I wonder, can I? What was that, an 18? Yeah. Another disaster. Alright. It'll be a bit difficult to see what I'm doing with this one, but now that this is all loose, it's the lower control arm, lower wishbone, whatever you want to call it. 17mm on that side, 14mm on this side. And I'm just going to have at it with the impact. Because to be totally honest, I have had enough. There we go. I have no idea why this arm is under so much goddamn tension. I mean, it just shouldn't be. That's a bit better. Ordinarily, right, if I was going to do this and save the arms and that, There's a bolt in here and 2 bolts here that would remove all this. In fact, I might still remove this anyway, just to make life a wee bit easier. Just to get this out of the way. I think it's 17. Well, that comes out easy enough. Ready? Not quite yet. I like to tease you, you know. There it is. I don't know why I didn't just do that 20 minutes ago. One wishbone, jeebus. One wishbone and a knuckle, which might be salvageable actually. We'll have a look at that later. Now though, back to the arm. Oh, this is so much better about that there. I'll have a look. That's a bit of weight saving brew. Next level fucking weight saving we've got going on here. These are all being replaced anyway, so that's fine. These can be destroyed like everything else. Not quite sure how you would use this to do an alignment in the future, to be honest. Right, last one. The video that I followed on Tinternet didn't show me how to do this one because this one is awkward. Oh, that's the big bolt. I can't keep that. So can't really get into it. I don't know how we're going to do this. Can't even get the breaker bar in here. Oh fuck. Now we have a problem. Can I even just get a normal one in? Oh. We'll be right back. That took a little bit longer than expected, obviously. So, here's the deal. This is what it should look like once everything's been removed, and as you will probably notice, and the keen-eyed amongst you, this is the passenger side. We were working on the driver's side, so yeah. Yesterday took about an hour and a half to 2 hours roughly to dismantle the entirety of the driver's side suspension. And then we got stuck on the last bolt in that corner of the lower wishbone. That's still the case, unfortunately, because I spent a further 2 hours on that, and then I just said, F this, I'm going to go and do the passenger side because I've been doing this for too long. We need a plan. So came around here, done this side, and thankfully, because the bolt goes in the right direction, it was an absolute pig to get it off. But I did manage to actually get it off by using a bit of jerry-rigging, and trust me when I say that it was jerry-rigging, it was jerry-rigging with a capital J, and here's a picture of it. Basically, all my many stone was pushed down onto that jerry-rig setup, and it eventually broke off and came free, but we still have the problem on the driver's side, and let's assess that problem now. And here's the problem. As you can see, it's still in place. So it's got even worse than that, because I spent 2 hours trying to get that to actually come apart. What's happened is the bolt's now rounded. Sorry, the nut is now rounded, I mean. And yeah, that's had it. So there's 3 options. Option 1 would be to use one of those extraction removal socket sets. Can't get that in there. Option 2 would be to use a chisel and hammer at it. Can't really get a chisel in there either. Option 3 is the extreme DEFCON 1 option. Use a Dremel with a cutting disc. And that is exactly what we're going to do. Let's do it. Now the first thing I need to do, and to be honest, I am aware I don't normally bother that much when it comes to safety, but we do need to safety up for this, because I am scared of that Dremel. I am shit scared of it, to be honest. I think as soon as I put that disc anywhere near that bolt, it's going to just poof, and then that's it. We are fucked again, and I'll need to go and buy a chisel. So for once, I'm taking precautions, and I'm going all safety on your ass. And yes, not something that I normally would do, but here we go anyway. In for a penny, in for a pound. Does this even... Oh, okay. Here we go! Sparks are flying. I'm trying to get myself out of the firing line if the disc explodes. Has that opened that up yet? It's totally welded. I'm going to just need to keep slicing away at it until eventually it comes apart. So yeah, let's speed this up a bit. Do you know what we're going to need? We're going to need a montage.
Show
I think this is it. We did it! We did it! We did it! Yes! Oh, still got to get it out though, but you know, hopefully. Oh, look at this! Look at this! This is taking a day. I am a horse of a man! Get it! Fucking right up you! If I never had my safety glasses, we wouldn't have been able to do that. And I actually was right down, now, you couldn't make this up by the way. I had one disc left and I just sheared the last one. Yeah. Stupendously good news, everyone. This is now ready for rusty business. Next job, believe it or not, because we still haven't finished today. Got to get this off. I'm going to take 5 minutes first though. With all that excitement now dealt with, the last job that we have to do is get the old track rod ends and track rods themselves removed, because these are in horrendous state, and to be honest, in for a penny, in for a pound, might as well replace the lot. So what do we need to do for this? Hopefully it shouldn't be as bad as the entire suspension job was, but it's pretty straightforward. 2 clips to remove under here. This one first. That one. And now this should be a case of twist off. Ooh, makes a reassuring noise. There it is. And it has all 4 of these things that need to be punched away before I can take that off. Just a pair of grips, and then oh, that comes off dead easy. That actually way too easy. Oh, ooh, hello, et voila. One completely pitted and corroded track rod end. Look at that. Ooh, nasty. So the rubber boot's actually in quite good nick, so we might be able to, I don't think we can keep that actually, because that won't come off of there because it's all see if I can cut that off. And do you know what, right, I'm going to buy new rod ends, but I seen on one of the websites that I buy everything from, it's from Autolink, and they say that one of the parts that you can buy, you buy it without these bits. These are the ones that kind of hold it all on the end, so they actually say you can reuse that. Look at the state of it after hammering it back. Oh yeah, I'll reuse that, no bother. Yeah, I'll buy the one that costs an extra £2. I don't think it's Autolink's fault. I think it's actually just because it comes from because it's the way they come now. But look, I've totally bent that out of shape. Right, I'll get the other one off and then that's us all done for the day. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an entire disassembly of the front suspension on a MX5. Complete! First time I think I've ever actually completed a job with minimal upset, apart from that one bolt. But yep, that's that all sorted. And I also have this here, by the way. So yeah, look at the absolute state of this. Not sure how this is going to turn out, but we don't have the money just now to replace the sway bars. So yeah, that's it, all sorted. On the next episode, it's time to start the grinding back of the arches and any of the parts that we're keeping, and start the rust protection program. Should be in about a fortnight's time. Until then, if you have been, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you then. Take care. Bye. Oh yeah, one last thing. These knuckles, they actually cost quite a lot of money to get on the internet. So yeah, we'll also see if we can get these castles removed, and then see if we can salvage the knuckles on the next video as well. Yeah, because too much money. Bye.